What is innovation?
I think innovation right now is a burgeoning piece of the economy that has to do with taking the technologies and the tools and the learnings of the last 20 years and trying to put them into practice.
I think it's seeing a version of the world that doesn't exist yet, and then painting a picture of what this looks like for the rest of the world. Then you have people aligned behind you, and you can all move towards that vision.
I think of innovation as taking an invention and commercializing it and making it into a product or a company that is creating some value for society where people are actually paying for it.
I think innovation is a combination of two things. One thing is it's something new. It's something that hasn't been done before, right? It's unique, it's different, it's original. And two is it's useful.
Innovation is the activity whereby new products, technologies, ideas, techniques are generated, which sometimes displace or destroy older established practices or products.
From my point of view, innovation means problem solving, taking on an activity, finding a problem, and then going about and solving them.
Innovation, to me, is looking at really creative approaches to difficult problems and looking at them in different ways that others have done before.
Innovation happens usually with a person who is emotionally distraught regarding a current scenario or situation. This could be a user of a product or a user of a technique or a user of a practice that doesn't like the way they're currently involved in the ecosystem. They don't like the current technique or method for doing something, and they want to fix it or change it or improve upon it.
Innovation happens in a lot of ways. In the university context, you've got students that have really good ideas, and they want to see those ideas exist in the real world. And there's a process around thinking through problem spaces and solution spaces and making that connection and building something that is able to take some observed problem and connect that to some real world solution.
Is a soup kitchen who finds a better way to distribute food to the local population. That's an innovation. And somebody who creates a social enterprise that finds a way to generate a revenue model aligned with, that social impact, that's innovation too. I think it's important to appreciate how, in all these different contexts, innovation is taking place.
And what we are constantly looking for is new approaches to either halt the progression or to actually improve the condition of Alzheimer's patients. And to do that, we need to look at new approaches from a biological standpoint or new approaches from a modality, that is, a therapeutic, that is using a different type of technology to intervene with the disease.
So it's a new way of doing things, but still problem solving. And that's what makes it different from invention, which may not have a problem to solve as its fundamental goal.
For me, the innovation is defined as being different from invention precisely because you have taken that invention and commercialized it into a company or a product that people are willing to pay money for and to use, and that they find valuable, not just you.
We use 12% of all U.S. energy consumption, separating different chemical components from one another in the manufacturing sector. So this could be everything from fertilizer to plastic bags to medical devices. And the amount of energy is equivalent to all the gasoline used in all the cars and trucks in the United States every year. So the magnitude is enormous. It's in all these different sectors. And that paper said, well, if only we had better membranes, we could start solving this energy challenge. We could reduce the energy used for this by 90%. And we said, well, if only we had better membranes, and we have a over-engineered membrane over here, is there a good fit?
Sometimes you solve big problems, which are things like inventing quantum computing, but actually bringing them to market, or inventing, the next generation of mobile phones, the iPhone, and bring it to market. That's, breakthrough innovations. Or it could actually be something simpler, which is improving your factory process flows.
It always comes back to a person who wants to fix, change, improve, modify, disrupt a current ecosystem.
I think that innovation comes down to wanting to do something just a little bit better.